Welcome to The Third Space. This is a show we talk to innovators and tastemakers from all around the Bay Area. Why the third space? Well, outside of the home and office, the coffee shop is the third space. We ask our guests to take us to their favorite coffee shops where we have amazing conversation over coffee. Hi, my name is Faiza Farah and I'll be your host. Our guest today is DAGHE, designer of creative class in the MindStyle Company, curator of the More Vibes Mixtapes, and he's been touring and DJing with different members of HBK. So, what do you typically order when you're at a coffee shop?
Usually, now I get like a chai tea or something like that, but before I got like the bare minimum just to be in the coffee shop. Like I just get like a medium coffee and that's it. Some water or some shit.
It's like your entrance ticket to use the space.
Yeah, I have to pay for my space. So I used to just get a medium coffee.
So we're in Oakland, and this is your hometown.
Mm-hmm.
You were born in
Berkeley. But that's just because my mom's probably in the area.
Okay.
We lived in Oakland during that time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. So where'd you grow up? Which part of Oakland?
I grew up in West Oakland. In like high school, I moved to East Oakland, and I went to North Oakland schools. So I've been running around the whole place.
And how do you like the Bay Area?
I think it's dope. It's dope. It's a beautiful place. There's nowhere like it. I've been traveling. Like I've been everywhere. Within the last 3 months, I've probably been in every, except for Florida. I haven't went to Florida, but I've been in every state, and there's nowhere that compares to here. Weather, like the elements, you can see the snow, the beach, a mountain, and a lake, like all in like 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like there's nowhere like that.
No.
You know, so it's a special place, and it's just so many cultures out here that's just blended.
And in terms of like the culture for people that just don't really know what the vibe in Oakland is, you probably hear about the stuff in the news. What else is going on here?
A lot, man. It's so much shit. Like, we birthed a lot of things that are going on. I mean, the news is the news, but who gives a fuck about the news? Like, we got our own thing going on. You know what I mean? The violence and all that stuff, it goes on, but there's so much other things going on at the same time. Right. If you think it's what you see on the news, then that's what it is to you. But I know my Oakland is way different. Like, it's beautiful, you know? Small businesses, it's like entrepreneurs, there's culture, there's festivals here everywhere. It's like 2 degrees of separation with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
it's a town. It's the town.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
Perch. It's in Oakland and used to be your go-to before you got an office space. Tell me about it.
I used to work out here before I got my office space, and I still work out here. I just go here before I go to my office. I like to be around people when I work because it like keeps me motivated. I feel like there's some kind of like energy in a coffee shop. That's why I don't like working at my office too much. I'm too confined, you know. I don't see people. I've been working out of here. I used to take all my meetings in here when it was called Grand Lake Coffee House.
Wow.
I started my clothing business in here, and the barista at the time, Sloan, she was like an advisor for my clothing brand. I used to show her all my designs and stuff, and she used to tell me no, yes, and wanted me to scale up and like buy more stuff. She helped me a lot, like to push me. When I think I should buy like 100 pieces, she'll be like, no, go 200, you know? So she was like my motivation. She still helps me out with my brand.
Cool. And that's the MindStyle Company?
Creative class.
Creative class.
Yeah, but anything I do, she helps me out.
What made you feel like you could make that transition from having like a 9-to-5 job to being an entrepreneur?
I just feel like I was cheating myself and cheating my job. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like I'm better fit doing more entrepreneurial field than to be a social worker or a teacher.
Right.
I need to be in the arts. I need to be creating.
Right.
I need to be working for myself. It's a pay cut, you know, right at this point, but at the same time, I feel like it's better for my job, you know, my old job, that I don't do this, you know, because I mean, I loved it, but I don't know. There's things that you're supposed to do in the world, you know, and it comes to a point you have to go get it. Like, so I just think I hit that mark, and I was just like, yo, this is over. I also had an opportunity to go on tour, so it was a great motivation for me, because I don't think I would have ever quit because it was comfortable.
Right.
But the tour helped me out and like put that away.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like a buffer period.
And who did you go on tour with?
I went on tour with G-Eazy, an artist named Cool John, an artist named Kaylani, an artist named J-Ant. And it was like a nationwide tour. It was like the month that I quit my job.
Wow.
I went on tour and was like living in La La Land for 30 days.
Wow.
And then came back to work.
And most people will just kind of stay with their comfortable jobs. What made you think that somehow you could be okay not having your income and pursuing something else? I mean, I imagine that that's like a scary decision to make.
I just feel like it was death. You know what I'm saying? Like if I stayed, I'm not living. You know, I mean, you only have one life. You know, it's not, and you don't have to do everything professional. You know what I'm saying? You can have a job. You can have a job, and you can also have something that you do on the side. That thing doesn't have to be a career. Like there's still such things as hobbies.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I had to go 100%, but it's death otherwise. If I would have stayed there, I won't be living.
Right.
I'll just be existing. There's people that are creators and there's people that are muscle and that work. I know we all have our roles, and I feel like there's better people at that.
Yeah, the idea that's like somehow in order to incorporate the things that make you happy, that's artistic or, you know, more free-flowing, it has to pay, to me is like the wrong concept, you know, like, and in any way that you can incorporate those things, like playing guitar or like whatever it is that's bringing you a little bit more joy than you have, it doesn't have to be a career. It can just be something that you do for yourself.
Yeah, if you make your hobby a job, then it becomes a job.
Right.
Doesn't matter what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
it's still gonna be work.
Yeah,
it's still gonna
be work. So if you like to play the guitar, just play the guitar until it manifests into whatever it does.
Right.
The moment you say that you want to make this a career, you turn your hobby into a 9 to 5. Take the love out of it and just make it like a serious thing. So I don't know, I'm big on hobbies and shit. My hobby right now is paying me the most.
And what's that? What are you referring to?
DJing. Like I DJ and it was like a joke.
Wow.
But it's still a hobby. It's not anything I want to take serious like that. Like,
right.
I want to be done with that and move on and try something else.
With the DJs, that comes, I guess, your mixtapes. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
I made a mixtape with Krayshawn. It was like a couple years ago. My homegirl had an art show and she wanted me to DJ. I'm like, dog, I don't know how to, but she liked the choice of music that I played. So I learned, and I had a month to learn. So I learned, And then people was like, whoa, you want to do it again? You want to do it again? But then, I don't know, I wanted to make the music to live on the internet. Like, I really don't like to DJ in the club and stuff. Like, it's cool, but I just like to play weird stuff and that people can, like, work to and create to and design to and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I can only be one place, you know?
Yeah.
But if they can download a mix, I can be everywhere.
Right.
So that's what I want to do. I want to focus on that.
And where are the mixtapes?
It's on my SoundCloud. Right now, I'm trying to get, I'm in a battle with SoundCloud, and I'm trying to get
What's going on?
Man, copyright infringement. Like I'll put a lot of up and coming artists on my mixtapes, and after a while they'll get signed to labels and stuff. So after they get signed to labels, then SoundCloud will scan the sound waves, find that song on my mix, and then flag my mix. You got 4 times to get flagged, and then they shut your account down.
Wow.
So this
and you have all those followers and everything already built.
I started all over though. I had a lot of followers before, and then they shut me down for a song called "Try Me" by DAGHE+DIGITAL, but I was the first one to put it on the mix.
Wow.
Yeah. So I started all over. I was like more careful about what I put on it, but I'm still getting flagged. I'm on my 3rd flag right now, so the next one is gonna be shut down. But I plan on just hosting it myself.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask you. Ever thought about just hosting it yourself?
Yeah, but you know, the network, man, you can't beat the network of a community like that, but I had to. I'm gonna have as much traffic, granted, because of my own site, but at the end of the day, I feel like I add something to the SoundCloud, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So if it's not respected, then I gotta go.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take it.
Well, hopefully, SoundCloud, wherever you are, probably in the clouds.
In the clouds somewhere, or San Francisco somewhere.
But what do you think about like the idea of feeling connected to other people and kind of being isolated in this era of social media? Do you feel like we're more connected since we're plugged into each other, or less connected?
Shit, I don't know. I think we might be both. Like I feel like we're way more connected. Like I know things about people who I never met. Like, and I know them, and I can kind of see their personality. But creates a disconnect because in real life you don't really have that connection, or you don't necessarily feel that connection because everything on social media is by design. You know what I'm saying? I can portray whatever I want to portray. And I can make you feel however I want you to feel about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I do that. There's things I won't put, there's things that I will put, you know what I mean? But it's because I want to portray that.
Right.
When you meet somebody in person, you are what you are. Can't hide that.
Right. Yeah. It's like a really, like, so your social media persona or profile is like this really well curated. If you do it well, it's a curated thing that you want to show other people.
Yeah.
And so you have the time to really kind of calculate what images and
Oh my
things.
God. Have you seen this Viesco shit? Like, these people with all this neat stuff. And like, what life is that? Like, that shit sucks. Like, oh my God. It just bothers me. I was like, that's not how life looks. I know what life looks. I try to too. I try to create that, but it just doesn't work because I actually live life. You know what I'm saying? I know I use it and I've used like social media a lot, but I know that there once was not that, so I always like do things like to connect with people personally or have physical events that people can come and like meet me and meet each other. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be this person by design that you created. You know, you let your guards go and then you connect with people.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting because I feel like sometimes social media is like this really beautiful tool and it's like a platform for people to share. And at its best, you feel connected. And then at its worst, it's like, so-and-so just went on vacation. So-and-so's life is like, and then you kind of internalize like, oh my God, like my shit isn't as fantastic and poppin' as this person, you know? And that's just like a snapshot of one moment of their life, you know? But so many of us like project so much into that one image, and there's like lots of envy, and I think at its worst it makes people feel not so cool about the shit.
Because it gives you a scale. You know what I'm saying? It gives you a scale. People compare themselves to a scale. Like before, like when a director directs a movie or a music video, you just see the video. You don't see the process. You just see the video. And we're in this age that people just put everything out and they don't actually create anymore because they put it out already. Before social media, you only heard about it when it was done.
When it dropped.
You know what I'm saying? I never seen Ike Williams like fucking in front of a camera. Like I just seen a video. I don't even know what he looks like. You know? But now we're in a different age and people get gratification off the process and showing the process that they never even finished the product. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. You could say that again. So. It's so interesting. People really do get a lot of gratification from that. And it might even prevent someone from actually finishing.
If you got the accolades already, if everybody's already hoisting you over their shoulder, why you do it?
Why finish?
It's done.
You already got it.
You already got it. Because everybody wants to be loved, everybody wants gratification, everybody wants to be hoisted over somebody's shoulder. If you get it already, why would you do it?
That's so interesting. I never really thought about it that way. Well, I guess let's talk about what you do, the work that you're doing, the MindStyle Company. What is it?
MindStyle Company is it's like the umbrella company to my other companies, my other business ventures. But I feel like I wanted to house it and make it clear for the consumer to digest. You feel me? Because I do so much stuff, so it's hard to even like, what does that kid Daghe do? Like, I think it's this, I think it's that, but I don't
And how do you say his name? What's his name again?
Daghe. I seen this girl comment. She's like, Dage. Nah, it's Daghe, but it's just an umbrella company, and I just want to make it a blog right now, and I just want to feed like the MindStyle Company and everything I do. Like, I don't know, we live in this social media era, and I'm just trying to have control of my market. Ultimately, I want everything. I want to host everything.
Right.
You know, I don't want to use SoundCloud. I don't want to use Twitter. I want to have direct connection with my viewers and people who give a fuck about me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Ultimately, I want to get these people off social media and put them on my platform.
Right.
But the platform that I have is called the MindStyle Company. And,
that's beautiful.
Yeah, I feel like I give so much to the universe, and it always dies with whatever platform it is. You know what I mean? And I want to just have control.
Like MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace.
You know, like, but I had a good thing going.
Yeah, I had a good thing going. You know, so but I want to have control of everything. You assume that people know what you got going on. It's like, yo, I had a party last week. Like, you didn't come. What's up? You've been asking me about parties, but they don't know because people have different shit to do.
Right.
Everybody's busy. They have their own world, you know? So just having that hub for people to come back and get the more vibes, the mixtapes that I put out, to see a portfolio of my design work, you know what I mean? To see the mixes that I do. and everything, and just have it. And I don't know, it's better for me to say the MindStyle Company other than DAGHE.
Why is it called the MindStyle Company?
It came from Creative Class, the lifestyle company. The people who follow or rep Creative Class and CAC, they don't do the same shit. You know what I mean? Like, they're into different things, their lifestyle is different.
Right.
But the only thing that is the same is their thought process and the MindStyle. You know what I mean? And like where they want to go.
I love that, by the way. MindStyle.
Yeah. So the only thing that's the same is where they want to go and like the trajectory. But it's in different fields. So I can't sit here and downplay everybody and say, oh, it's a lifestyle.
Right.
It's not the same.
It's not the same lifestyle.
Yeah.
It's a state of mind.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And so the MindStyle Company hosts Creative Class, the More Vibes mixtapes, and then I could have swore you had merchandise and stuff as well.
Yeah, Well, I want to continue to sell Creative Class. To do the Creative Class clothing, but we also are just going to merchandise everything. More vibes.
Yeah.
Merchandise the MindStyle Company because people love the name. You know what I mean? And the More Vibes, we give it out for free. Even when we do the physical parties, it's still like $5. You know what I mean?
Right.
But have a way that people.
What's the point of that? Why $5?
Because I used to be a promoter, and I used to charge like $40, $50, like $40, $30 to get in my clubs, and I feel like I wasn't partying with the same people that I wanted to. And I felt like if it's cheaper, then I'll be able to create an atmosphere that I would like to be in, because I wouldn't pay $40. But I was charging people $40.
Oh, that's
you know
so
what I mean?
interesting.
So coming back and party, I said, if I'm going to do party, I'm going to do it like I want to.
Right.
You know?
And have the right kind of people.
And have the right kind
So you're
of people.
also kind of curating the space as well, and the kinds of people that come to your events.
Yeah, that's the point. Like, you can't live in the internet.
Right.
You gotta bring these people together, because you gotta be awkward. You gotta be around people. Like,
What do you mean when you say you got to be awkward? You got to be like okay with being uncomfortable.
because I feel like everybody's them. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's an awkward person for you that's gonna match you. You know what I mean? So like, you just have to be yourself. Whether or not it's as cool as this person that you created on the internet, you just have to be in people's face and in contact with people and just be whoever you are.
Right.
And I say it's awkward just because we all feel awkward. I just want to create that space that people can actually mingle and see each other.
I've also noticed that you use the word rebel around your brand. What does it mean to be a rebel?
Yeah, I don't know. It's like the actual word in my vocabulary now. I don't even, a rebel is just somebody that just like, when I say rebel, I don't mean somebody throwing rocks at police and shit. You know what I mean? I feel like it's just somebody like that's like doing what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? Despite of like what's going on around them. You know, despite what's cool and what's not. It's like, if this makes you feel good to play the harmonica, then do it. I don't care if your friends are thugs. Like, if that makes you like feel good, go defy. You feel me? Defy what's the norm to be happy.
Right.
You know, and I don't know. It's just, in Rebel, just traveling the unbeaten path. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's harder, but we'll all get more out of it.
I think there's a lot of gratification that can happen when you are constantly pushing the status quo. You know, when you're living a life that somebody else has planned out for you, there's so much unhappiness.
Yeah.
So much unhappiness.
Yeah. I don't care, but to live the life that DAGHE. Can't be the best you, because you already taken. You know what I'm saying? You can be better at you than me.
Since a lot of young folks kind of follow what you do, what bit of advice do you wish you could kind of share with people that are wanting to kind of live a more rebellious life and a more free life?
I would tell them, don't follow me. You know what I mean? Follow themselves. But it's not about me. Like, my past and what the things that I have, it came from like things that I've been through. I just know that they can be a better them. I just feel like everybody should just follow their path. Like, try shit, fail. Like, failing is like normal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just try it. Like, you know what you don't want to do if you fail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and respect the process. You know what I mean? I don't feel like these young kids, youngsters respect the process enough. It's not overnight. I know we live in an era where we see Soulja Boy and it's just
instant.
It's like, it's not like that. Like, all these things that are happening for me right now took over 15 years to develop.
It's a combination, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, I've been working at this my whole life, and I feel like I'm still not even close to where I want to be.
Yeah.
But the things that look overnight took 10 years. You know,
That's really important to hear.
Yeah, so even like the DJing shit is like I'm touring, but I used to dance with the artist that I'm DJing for.
Right,
10
you had
years
a
ago.
whole dancing, like turf dancing.
Yeah.
Right.
I used to turf dance with John, Cool John. You feel like years ago.
Wow.
And and it came full circle. I tried something new because of the opportunity my homegirl gave me to DJ. And now he was like, oh shit, well I need to DJ then too. So it just worked. So it looked overnight and everybody's like, oh,
right.
It's not. You know what I
Right.
mean? You gotta respect the process. And you gotta embrace it because it's what it is.
Okay, so we usually end each conversation with a show and tell, and the reason why I do this is because I loved show and tell as a little girl, and I would always bring like really fucked up things, like things that you shouldn't bring to show and tell. So I think as an adult, why not? Let's bring it back and ask people to bring some of their I don't know if it's a prized possession, but like anything that like you use or you like having around. So what is your show and tell item?
Well, this is like, it's not a Swiss Army knife per se. I feel like I'm a Swiss Army knife. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't necessarily use it, but like, I always have them around. You know what I mean? Because I don't know, I just feel like it represents me. This is not the one I have usually, but it's another one, but this one's in my phone.
So you feel like you are multifaceted and you're a tool? No.
I just feel like it's like my mascot. I feel like it's not the sharpest knife, it's not the sharpest screwdriver, but it's just the job done. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's how I am. I'm not the best graphic designer, but I want to get the job done. You know what I mean? And I just feel like it represents me. It's like wrong to be a jack of all trades and shit. I don't feel like that. I just feel like why not do everything?
Right.
Why not open a beer can and like, you know? For real.
Right.
Everybody is jack of all trades, master of nothing. And I just like, I hate that. I hate that saying. Like, no, you can do whatever you want, whatever you want.
Yeah.
50 years old, you can change careers. Like, you can do that.
That's so awesome.
It just like represents me.
Yeah.
I know my mom was like sharing with me always because I was always into different things. She's like, well, what lane?
Right. What's your lane?
What's
Pick
your
one
lane?
thing.
Now I realize like I'm not going to limit myself to one lane. I want everybody to forever ask, so what does he do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need to be defined, but I'm not limiting myself.
Awesome. I think we got it. Thanks so much. Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's episode, like, subscribe, and share our YouTube channel. And also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram.